Welcome back to Realistic Fishing. I'm out here today to set up the $30 Baitcast Combo. That's right, 30 bucks out there in the wild. Alright, here is the first piece of the $30 Baitcast Combo. Quantum Nitrous. I got this at Dick's Sporting Goods for $20. I'd like to thank a local viewer for a tip that it was on sale, so I went over there to get it. They said it was no longer on sale, but the sign was still there, so they did end up honoring it because the sign was still up. Got it for 20 bucks. You just gotta be out there looking at the right time, listen to the locals, listen to your friends, pick up on those subtle hints that there's a good deal on something, and jump on it. Let's cut this baby open. Yeah, this packaging, it could make it a little harder to open, but not much. There we go. And that's not a bad looking reel. Alright, it says right here, Quantum Nitrous, line capacity, 120 yards of 14 pound. It weighs 7.5 ounces, which is not the lightest baitcaster ever. 2016 Zebco Holdings, so Quantum is a Zebco brand. I'm curious about checking out Zebco's offering into the entry-level baitcast market. This is the first thing you got to do when you get a new reel, right? Spin that handle. Someone said you need to listen close and spin it slow. Sounds good to me. So we got our magnetic brakes on the side here. It goes from 0 to 12. I'm going to put that all the way up at 12. Here is our tension knob to loosen up the spool. This is a nice low profile design. I can easily fit this in my hand. This is a pretty small reel. Seems smooth enough. We're gonna have to get some line on here. Quantum Nitrous, 20 bucks. Alright, here is the rod that I'm pairing it with. This is a Berkley Lightning Rod. This is a 6-foot medium heavy. It suggests using Troi 10 to 17 pound test. I wonder if using a different brand of line is going to affect the performance. Probably not. Alright, let's cut the tag off here. Well, let's look at it, see if we got any good features. Multi-modulus graphite design. HT foregrip. Hidden thread technology. 20 times tougher guides. Skeleton reel seat. Provides increased sensitivity. Alright. So I got this half of the combo at Ollies for $10, thus completing the $30 Baitcast Combo. Let's get the reel on here and check it out. Let me see if I can get this annoying plastic off of the handle without destroying the cork. There we go. I seem to be getting some of it off. Alright, the moment of truth. Let's get this reel on here. There we have it. Berkley Lightning Rod, 6-foot medium heavy with a Quantum Nitrous. $30 combo right here. I like this design of graphite rod where it goes through the handle right here. So when you're holding on to it, you can feel that tapping on the rod in your fingertips. 6 foot is about as short as I'm going to go for a bait caster. This will be good for pitching close to the bank, casting close to the bank. Let's get some line on it. We're going to go with 12-pound test mono. We got the Zebco Omniflex, which is pretty good line for $1.78. I suggest this to any beginner who doesn't have a lot of money to be spending on line, especially if they're making a lot of mistakes. getting snagged on stuff, snapping the line, getting tangles, backlashes, having to cut it all off. Learn with this at $1.78. Then if you want to use some fancier line down the road because you think you catch more fish with it, by all means, go ahead. I have caught hundreds of fish on this line right here in the last 2 years. I show it all online. I don't have many misses because of the line strength or anything like that. As long as you have that drag set, this is pretty good line. It says right there, high strength line. 700 yards for $1.74. I got my custom spooler right here. You gotta do what you gotta do, especially out there while you're fishing. All right, looking full. Well, I'm really curious to see how this does. I mean, 30 bucks, right? That seems like a good deal. 6 foot's a little short. We'll see if it's too short. All right, I'm out here to give the Quantum Nitrous Berkley Lightning Rod combo a try. Let's see if I can get a bass. This park isn't very big, but there's a lot of spots to try. The bush, the clump of grass, the dock, the boat launch, the tree, and that little cove over there. I always like to start right here at the boat launch. All right, I'm gonna back off on the tension, make sure my magnetics are up. It's gonna take a little more effort to cast because it's only a 6-footer. Loosen that tension up a little more. There we go. All right, let's see if I can get any distance with this thing. Not bad. Once you get it dialed in. Can you believe this beaver never finished off this tree? That thing is still alive. That's wild. All right, break already. There we go. Let's see if I still have my lure. I sure do. Let's see what happened. Bent my hook out. The hook bent before the line broke. That's a good testament to the 12-pound Test Zebco line. I think it's time to go somewhere else, try somewhere else. All right, this is what we're going with. Wacky rig senko. Got a wacky rig hook, weedless. That was sent into the show. So I want to try and cast to these gaps, twitch it around, maybe twitch it on top of the weeds if I think there's a fish. Let's see what happens. I get a lot of good strikes dragging stuff across the top of the muck. Fish. Fish on. There we go. First one on the Quantum Nitrous. Feisty guy. Nice. That's a nice bass. Somewhere between 1 pound and 2 pounds probably. It's pretty chunky. Got sharp little teeth in there too. Got him on a wacky rig senko right here out the end of the weeds. Nice. Quantum Nitrous. 6-foot rod. How about that? Let's let it go. Wrong way, dude. Go. Go. Well, there we go. Now I know it works. So how do I think the Quantum Nitrous did? Pretty good. For for $20, I really can't complain. I was able to pull one nice bass out of the weeds on a wacky rig senko. No crunching, no grinding. It was casting fine. I don't really have anything to complain about. So what about the lightning rod? I also think that did pretty good. It's a little short, so it takes a little extra effort to cast, but the sensitivity was pretty good. I could feel the fish, and it had enough backbone to pull them out of the weeds. Thanks for watching Realistic Fishing. Keep it realistic.